You know him? Thank you all for coming. We call this special call meeting to order. It is now 5 o'clock. Would you please bow your head for a moment? Silent prayer. I ask you, if you don't mind, if you paid attention at all and had time to listen to the news last night, you heard of the shooting in Maine. As of 1 o'clock today, 18 people were killed last night. They expect that number to go up today. Over 50 people were injured. From one shooter. Let's pray for the people of Maine, especially those that are injured and their families. Thank you. Gentlemen, we have on our agenda for tonight, again, roll call.
Chapman,
Present.
Alderman Cunningham,
Here.
Alderman Wilson, Alderman Dubose, Alderman Chambers, Alderman Chastain,
Here.
Alderman Leonard.
Here.
Mayor Westmore.
Let me just double check to make sure if we do or do not have someone online, do we, no one? Okay. We have a quorum. Then we have before us, two items on the agenda. I would like to rotate them, and item 1.2, I would like to discuss it first. And then item 2, discussion, it could play second because the discussion, we can discuss it long we want to. But item 1 and item 1.2, we do it in the first, and we can solve on that and make a decision on that and move on. So would you approve the agenda as I'm suggesting to rotate these numbers so we can have a discussion last?
Motion to approve the agenda. Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it. The reason I actually rotate that is because these items are on this item 1, which is Hodge Lane, Adele Lane, Willbrook Street, Downing Street, and Kent Street. In particular, the Hodge Lane was recommended, all these streets were recommended by Public Works Department. And these were streets that, particularly Hodge Lane, the streets that we had already done the repair work and just waiting to be paved over, I believe. Is that right, Roy? Is that right, Roy? Just ready to be paved over? Roy?
Yes.
Okay. And so I don't think any of us would want in any of our wards, the street to be repaired or infrastructure to be repaired and then the street not paved over. You know, business has been done and everything was let to go. Just for your information, going forward, we're going to make sure that as we bid these things out, that all these things are inclusive, so you don't have to keep coming back, you know, to get approval every time one of the things is done. You know, if we're going to repair the infrastructure, then it's understood that we're going to repair the street when it's done. And so we're at the point now of just repairing the street, right? Paving over. Yes. Okay. All right. So I'm taking off we're talking about Hodge Lane now. Those others can be discussed later. But I need a motion just to approve the final work on Hodge Lane at this point.
Motion to approve. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. All right, so Roy, when do you start that work?
So I talked to Warren today, They think that they could probably be in within the next week or two to actually start that. Okay, told them it was coming in front of the board tonight for a vote. Also filled in, quite a few streets, I'm sending them quotes, which I've already sent at this afternoon. He's gonna give me price and all that. So I would say there within, hopefully within the next 2 weeks, that's gonna be completed. I'm gonna press and do it quicker than that, honestly, but next 2 weeks, they're.
Okay.
Mayor, if I could ask you a question. The quotes were requested all as one package, so I hope that wouldn't affect the price.
No, I sent them all to, Warren and asked them to quote them individually.
Okay,
Everything in one sheet, quote them individually. So we'll have individual costs for every road.
I just know it's important to them when they send a crew out to do everything and not have to keep coming back. And they have to,
Those roads consist of the mayor of the roads that I received from the board. From every member of the board. So all those are sent out today. For updated, quotes. Should have it back or maybe by tonight. So with that being said, with your permission, I'll have it on the next agenda next Wednesday.
That would make me,
So the deadline is next Wednesday. So I can have, then in price, we can have streets on the next agenda to be approved by the board for overlay.
Would that be these streets, these Dale Lane?
Those are, well, I think we'll start zone one, make it fair, we'll start zone one, two, three, four. It may end up to where the cost allows us to have several zone one, several zone two, several zone three streets on one agenda item, if we can keep it under 75,000. If that works, that's what we'll do.
Mayor, we already had this one group approved, approved to ask for quotes, and then Roy got quotes. Are you canceling that?
No.
We have prices.
Yeah. The ones you already have, are you saying not to do those? Or you're talking about the next group
It's gonna be, next agenda, we're gonna start zone.
after you approve these? Yeah, but the quote included the 4 streets up there. Are they now gonna be pushed to the end of the line just because the number of the ward is Ward 6? We already have quotes, we already have prices. I mean, you can go get those done out of the way and then proceed to do all the others. Nobody's not gonna get roasted.
But you do have Horace Lane already approved.
Just vote on it.
Right, we just approved that.
Yeah, right now, we have pricing. We have a quote price for, L, Walters, Kent, and down. We have prices for that.
Okay. All right, we want to have a discussion on, we've got our odds of the way, but the discussion on little lanes. I want the Alderman to give us your feedback on.
I just spoke to Alderman Chapman over here. Let's go ahead on and approve this whole thing and get it out of the way, and then we can back up and deal with the rest of our streets and things like we need to be.
Motion.
So motion to do it.
so do you want to,
This is their,
And whatever mayor was taking that one out and do the whole.
you wouldn't include that in that whole first motion, then fine.
okay, you're willing to rescind?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. So that include all of these streets now that we have in item, which is now 1.2.
It's another proceed, they go move forward.
Thank you. Now, I understand you asked all the aldermen to make sure you have the streets today.
Yep.
But what is your plan, Roy, for that going forward?
Next week, I said, I'll have folks back. Wednesday next week, I'll have on the agenda. Okay, we'll start zone one. We'll start going down the list. And we'll put as many streets on there that keeps us under 75,000. And then the following meeting, put another item on the agenda. We'll pick up where we left off. We'll keep going down the list.
Gotcha.
Okay, until we get them all completed, or until we have to shut it down because we're
And in there on streets representing every ward.
everyone. The, every alder person gave me anywhere from 4 to, let's say, 8 roadways, except Alderwoman Jenkins. She only gave me 1 street. She said that's the only one that she needs over.
One street?
1 street.
Okay,
So it's on the list.
okay.
So other word, Mr. Mayor, Roy, we need to have this to you by Wednesday, no later than Wednesday.
I got you.
You got them out, good.
That's the 2 that you gave me.
Okay.
Right? Talked to every board member today, Mr. Dubose called me back, so they would give you his list. But Shirley came by yesterday. So, good. Talked to Mr. Derek Wilson. So, I got his. Of course, he emailed me his too, so. I didn't propose this.
Any other comments? No sound funny.
The only issue that I have, and he and I discussed that this morning, is the division that I have in my ward. I've got streets that's in Ward 1, but they're in District 1, and that's where my challenge is. I've got streets that's in Ward 1 and they're in District 2. I need some help with District 1 supervisor dealing with those streets that's in his ward.
Well, okay. I'll help you with that.
My concern, Mr. Mayor, was that we do it fairly and give each alderman the opportunity to at least present what they wanted to support, as opposed to just doing a wholesale, spending all of your revenue on just one project. That was my only concern. And it makes sense. I talked with Mr. Roy. It makes sense. While you are deployed right there in that vicinity, it makes sense to do all those, but I wanted to make sure everybody was good with that.
Just say.
I'm good, man. Mr. Mayor, we got this solved. All the streets is, like Alderman Cunningham said, let's go and settle this now. And we have settled that, so I'm good. I don't have no complaints.
I don't know.
I'm good. I appreciate it, board. Thank you.
Motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Don't have anything to do. Magnolia has their district championship tonight, and they undefeated, and come on over and pull for the Magnolia.
Junior high.
How you doing?
Freddie.